Hi, I'm Jeanne Fiorini. Welcome to the Tarot Tips. Thanks for being here. Today I would like to talk about too much of a good thing. Especially for people who are new to the tarot, it's very intoxicating to find this new toy, to find this new thing that works so amazingly to help us understand our life and our interactions and people who we're in relationship with and all of this. But the topic of this tip is when to know when to put your cards down. Is there such a thing as too much tarot? And what are some of your signals or some of your red flags that you might be better off not seeking out your cards? So the first situation is when you're really tired. If you are on your last nerve and you have just been going and you're frustrated, even though it's what we all do, we go to the tarot when we're feeling panicky or when we have questions, but when you're really tired and when you're really kind of in your last moment there, that's not really the best time to be looking at your tarot cards. Go take a nap, go have a rest, get your head a little bit clear. Allow yourself to be able to focus. You'll get a better reading. The second situation is when you keep getting the same cards over and over and over. We see this a lot with relationships. People asking about a relationship. You keep getting the same message. If you keep getting the same message, it's time to put your cards down. It's probably not going to change in the next 10 minutes or in the next day or two. Or, sometimes there is value in asking a question a different way, but you know what I'm talking about. You know those situations when you keep getting the same answer over and over. That's the second situation. Put your cards down, go about your business. The third situation that might not be the best for the tarot cards is when you're ready or wanting to ask a question to which there really isn't an answer, or which really an answer should not be had. And I've talked about this in another tarot tip early on, but questions such as, will Frederico and I be together forever? Parents sometimes ask questions about their children that really are, will my child ever come to any harm? That's not a question that should be asked or should be dealt with in the tarot, or even has an answer or anything that's helpful. There's nothing helpful about asking that question. So the third guideline there is when the question really is one to which you do not want an answer, really, or you might not want the answer that you get, and that might make you more miserable than you were before you pulled your cards, or questions that really should not be asked in the first place. The fourth situation is if for any reason you're taking any serious medication. This might sound a little silly, but if you're for whatever reason on some painkillers, if you're on some heavy antidepressants, even if you've been having a little bit too much fun at a party and you've had too much to drink, this is not the time to pull out the tarot. Minds aren't focused. Things can be misinterpreted. This is a little bit of a minefield for misunderstanding. So avoid the tarot if you're in any way altered, physically, mentally, spiritually, or emotionally. It's always good to have a clear head and a focused intention when you're working with your tarot cards. And the fifth scenario is when it gets to the point that you replace your common sense with the tarot. When you replace your own autonomy in your life with, I better check with the cards on that. That's a real clue that your BFF has the tarot has you've become a little too codependent there. So really be careful that you use the tarot to the harrow. That's funny. If you use the tarot to direct your life rather than inform it. It is there as a guide. It is there to help us be reflective, to help us question and be looking at what our motivations are, and be really looking more objectively at the dynamics around us. So it is there to guide and inform, but it isn't there to direct our life. So be mindful of that fifth situation where tarot becomes a substitute for your own higher wisdom, for your own best knowing about what you need to do to take care of yourself and to move forward positively in your life. So keep those things in mind. They're important. Appreciate you being here. Please remember to take a look at the Tarot Works website when you're ready, if you're ready to take a deeper plunge into the tarot pool. There are wonderful resources there. There's a whole series of video tarot classes, the exact same information that you would get if you were sitting in my living room taking a class from me. So please check that out. It's tarotworks.com. In the meanwhile, thanks for being with the Tarot Tips. It's wonderful that we have such a worldwide community of tarot enthusiasts. I appreciate you being here. See you next time.